Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris. So sorry there's no part last week. I wasn't able to record the week prior because I'm needing to record these late at night, and quite frankly I was feeling a little too tired by the time I actually would have been able to go and record it. So I didn't. I'll make up for that in the future when I have the time to sit down and record an hour-long part for you all, to make up for the fact that the first part wasn't an hour long like I typically try to do. For the start of a new series. I'll just turn that part into an hour-and-a-half long part, but I still don't have the time to be able to go and do an hour-long part, or now rather an hour-and-a-half long part. Let me go ahead and get my timer started for half an hour, and let's begin. So I am currently needing to finish building up our navies a little bit more, just to make sure we don't get attacked by the Cariantes Citizen Union. We do have another person that we met last part up here. They surprisingly have a superior navy to us, despite only owning a single system, and actually from the looks of it, even only a single planet. Yes. It is a single planet in a single system, and somehow they have a superior navy to us. That is kind of annoying. Granted, of course, we are also playing on just a little bit above whatever the default difficulty is. That gives no advantages to anybody.
System
so
survey complete.
The AI does get some advantages, so that's obviously why somebody who has a single planet is technically superior to us militarily. But we'll just kind of ignore that.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, go check it out. 80 days to do that, that's fine. Oh, we got another planet up there. It's though only a size 15 tropical, so we're going to ignore it because it's quite frankly not really worth its effort. You have discovered another wondrous world which has titanic caves, which is extra mining districts. So I know I said that that size 15 tropical world isn't really worth it, but it might be worth it in the future at some point. Not right now. In the future, because obviously that's quite a few mining districts. Well, yeah, I mean, it's 9. That's actually not really that much. Zempek has more than that, but I mean, that's also a world that I can dedicate purely to mining.
System survey complete.
Well, Zempek is probably going to be an agricultural world, I think.
Special project complete.
Finished some special project which gave us a frigate, which is a knockoff destroyer. Yeah, knockoff destroyer. We're gonna go ahead and merge this into the second fleet. Just for the time being. So that they technically have a destroyer, but it's a crap knockoff, but hey, it's still better than nothing. Okay, these guys are starting to claim my systems, which I'm not a big fan of.
System survey complete.
Wonderful. That planet, or that system rather, did not find anything useful. Let's go ahead and colonize, or not colonize, but build an outpost in this system so we can get those alloys. That'll help us out a little bit with being able to build destroyers.
Incremento fun.
You're at 127. Yeah, our issue is that we've got a neighbor here who has got a bigger military than us, technically. And we don't really have the ability to very quickly produce alloys to be able to build a
System
military.
survey complete.
And even if we could, we're going to struggle with getting a... or being able to actually afford that, particularly when it comes to the energy credit drain. But at some point, we will be good to go.
Anomaly found.
300 days, no thanks. I'll have somebody else do that at a later date. For now, you need to be more focused on this other stuff. Wonderful, we have this so we can get the ship weapons range and decrease the ship upkeep, which will be very useful. And additional ship speed, or we can get just the ship speed and then later get the assault army morale and assault army damage, both of which we'll get obviously, but for now Blitzkrieg is the most useful, mostly because of that ship upkeep decrease. That'll get us a little bit extra alloys.
Construction complete.
We are spending 10%, so we'll get 1 extra alloy on ships, and ship upkeep is 54. So what, like 5 extra energy credits? I mean, hey, that's still something. Actually, yeah, that's right. And we met another person. Where are you, out of curiosity? Down here. You're not exactly somebody I can make an alliance with. You're also materialist, so you walk the path of heresy, alien scum. Now you have a military that's more in line with mine, so, you know, I could actually fight you. And probably win. Though at this point it would be a fairly hard-fought battle because you do technically have a slightly stronger military than me. Only by a little bit. It's not a whole lot, but it's still technically bigger than mine. No, damn it, game. Did not want to zoom in on the system. Thank you very much. Continue building the extra dreadnoughts, or not dreadnoughts, damn it, why do I keep wanting to say dreadnoughts? Destroyers.
System survey complete.
We're still at 127. We're at 65, so you technically have
System survey complete.
twice as strong as us. However, actually go there and then go there. And then I'll figure out if I want you to go up here or down here, depending on what you discover. Oh, we got some more energy credits. Actually, quite a few energy credits there. I might need to take this and get Besson, because I could stand to get those energy credits. Also, can I... Well, I don't really need to stop that. Do I want to maybe spend this energy credits on alloys? Yes, that's not really a question if we're being honest. Although, first things first, we got a thing to do here. I don't really care to build a food processing facility, mostly because I plan to replace that hydroponics farm with something else. Do I want to get the temple? Because I don't really have the civilian industry, although you're not doing civilian industry. You're doing civilian industry. And you don't have 20 pops. But I could move somebody over there to give you 20 pops and then build a civilian industry over here on Galonde.
Evading heretics.
Okay, or maybe you're not going to go there.
System survey complete.
Okay. Okay, you finish in Besson, wonderful. And queue up another destroyer. We are at 68. We have another 8 months until, or 7 months now until we get better sensors, and 3 months until we get plus 8% habitability, which will hopefully, again, ever so slowly help us out with Zempec. Hopefully. But I guess we'll see if that all works out exactly as I hope it does. Oh, okay, you didn't actually need both of those guys, apparently. Slave armies? They're not really worth it, typically. But the slave processing facility is potentially useful. Okay, and you're claiming another system of mine, which I'm not a big fan of. I would love for you to stop that. Okay, but you were able to immediately move into that technician job or clerk job or whatever it was, because both of those guys got moved up to artisans to get us more consumer industry.
Found.
Or consumer goods, rather, not consumer industry.
System survey complete.
Wonderful.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
There's the better sensors, wonderful. Let's go, yeah, let's get the survey speed increase. Size 12 arid world, nah, let's go down here. And you know what, I want to get to that, I want to get to rice size. That seems like a decent place to... I mean, I would love to get to Peg or... No, Bulan Uro is not particularly great as a choke point.
System survey complete.
So Rise Size or Peg are going to be my sort of go-tos for that spot there. Let's continue exploring the Grave of the South. And that's going to be your orders. Some shifting shadows for whatever that's worth.
Construction complete.
Build the mining stations. We've got time to get to Rise Size, so there's no immediate rush. Flowing hydrogen mist on this frozen world, so we get some more energy credits, which again are useful. We don't have any relics, and none of those techs are particularly useful for us right now.
System survey complete.
Sure, check it out. Okay, and you do have one spare job at the worker tier. I would really love to have the energy grid researched. And we probably have had the chance multiple times now. I've just pushed it off for other things that I figured were more important. And they were at the time. But now I would love to have the energy grid to be able to build on Zempec. For the extra
System survey
10%,
complete.
I believe it is, energy credits from technicians.
System survey complete.
Okay. And then you just need to do your destroyers. Or corvettes, rather, not
Our
destroyers.
science ship is beset by enemies.
Oh,
Science
shit.
ship martyred.
Okay, well, if I recall correctly, the general... Oh, well, I can't go out all the way there. Do I want the extra minerals, or do I want to go for the engineering research? I think I'm more inclined to go for the engineering research. I think that's more useful. We're doing fine on minerals. There's no immediate need.
System survey complete.
Because I don't know what these other ones are like, I can't mark them as no-goes, but it should be sort of like this. Maybe it reaches out to this choke point as well, but probably not. Size 15 Arctic world, you know, go and explore that dead end if you don't mind.
Increment of fun.
You're at 150, I'm at 74, so again, you've overtaken me on double. Let's go ahead and queue that stuff up. I'm currently building a destroyer, so I can't upgrade my destroyers. So we'll wait for that destroyer to be done being built. Has Zempek calmed down? Yes, Zempek has calmed down, so let's take our armies back. Because Zempek doesn't need them. They shouldn't have any rebellion issues or anything of the like.
Construction complete.
Of course, I say that, but that's not necessarily how things will work out, but, you know, that's what I'm at least planning for. An ancient behemoth. Let's see, occasionally surfacing in the upper atmosphere of Rayton Dradinum, or Dradinilm 3 in the same system of the same name are ancient behemoths. These hyper-intelligent creatures are several millions years old and are home to entire ecosystems of symbiotic fauna and flora. Some of these organisms are able to interface directly with their home behemothor in special chambers in order to share information with their host. Certain animals are sometimes given the role of interpreter, serving as liaisons between visiting sentient life and the behemothor itself. Remarkable. As I was going to do, I'm going to send you over here. Okay, and you need a job. What do I have you do? I'm going to send you to Jasura, because that frees Jasura up to get... Do I want a traditional? That's 3 jobs, that's 2 jobs. I'll go for the 3. Oh, queue up the upgrade on the destroyers, and then let's go ahead and queue up the first fleet to upgrade.
Our ships have been improved.
So you are at 729 right now.
Our ships have been improved.
You technically lost fleet power, but you did also gain some range with the better sensors and other stuff as well. Okay, let's get the victory through movement. Our ships will be much faster. I believe speed does actually affect ship dodge or evasion. Although I could certainly be wrong about that. I don't know for certain that it does. It's possible it doesn't. Well, I guess I can check this. So a Corvette has an actual dodge or evasion of 66%. The design itself is also 66%. With 215 speed compared to 279 actual speed. So yeah, no. Sublight speed does not affect, sadly, does not affect evasion.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Wonderful. So you're going to go and investigate that size 15 Arctic world, which is not a particularly useful thing, but whatever, we'll live with it. I'm actually going to go ahead and shift up to selling 40 of you and drop you down to 10, because Jasura should be moving a bunch of those farmers over to working as researchers.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
And yes, I would love to get the field modulation tech for the extra 20% energy credits from technicians. And also apparently no. I'm a little confused there. That's 3 jobs, which I have 4, so I do have the right number of jobs. I had 3 people working here that were all F and Fulon, and then I had the one Abo Bainyite that I brought over. So 3 of these guys should have moved into the researcher's job, and I should have been only left with a single farmer here. In theory, is the way that should have worked, but apparently that's not the way it worked. And I certainly didn't have one of my species grow there in the meantime. We found some xenomorphs on an Arctic world that... okay, I guess that seems about right, yeah. I guess that planet was sort of Arctic-like. A whole bunch of mining districts. This sounds like a wonderful world to go to. Especially with exceptional quality minerals. Yeah, this world is definitely worth taking if you want to have tons of minerals. The only issue is I don't know what happens with the strange eggs. If you run the risk of having xenomorphs pop up via an event that you then need to go and try and deal with. It also has glass towers. That's intriguing. So monumental crystalline structures reaching far high in the sky, covering the landscape in multicolored light beams during the day and holding an ominous bright during the night. External structure is highly impervious and little is known of its origins. Not a single collapsed glass was found, even though violent snowstorms constantly ravaged the landscape. Whatever compounds generated these highly armored towers allegedly retreated to neutronium, or allegedly related to neutronium rather, I don't know why I said retreated, are much likely to provide a leaping progress in the fields of engineering. Mineral evaluation in the surroundings indicate similar compounds deep beneath the glacial ice. Also, I guess technically the planet from Aliens is more barren than it is Arctic, but whatever. So, unbelievable that. So, scientist Aloth Angwenian on board the science vessel Elarir has made an interesting discovery on Stengel 3A. Several patches of mucus can be found on this world, much like swamps. These are covered by a faint mist of vapor. Our scientists refused to wade through these thick, sticky, slimy areas, but some of our officers reported seeing strange eggs sticking out of the muck. One scientist noted in the ship's log that they would not be returning to investigate. That job falls to someone else. This seems oddly familiar. Or... oh god, do I want to go Wayland Etonian? Yeah, we're doing it. We need more information. So you are going to investigate further. I don't think that was ever an option last time I had that event.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
So, I like that. I really do. Yes, let's get the naval capacity from soldier jobs. So, slave processing facility and slave processing facility. I fully expect that event to result in a xenomorph. But I guess we'll see when it finally finishes. Okay, they're building a station here, so we're not going to bother surveying it because there's literally no point. We'll instantly be informed of everything there. Let's get you done with all your Corvettes. They are not little red Corvettes, but that's fine. Who is this unidentified empire? Ah, it's one of the trader guys. Yeah, caravanners, rather. I don't know why I said canavaniers. It's caravanners. Greetings. What do you got? You have this. You want 4 specialist pops, and you will give a single colony plus 10% housing for 80 years. Not interested, move along. That's not a particularly useful...
Special project complete.
Okay, what do we get? After spending an extended time studying the remarkable features of the planet below, our science team on board the Elarir are ready to report their findings. Science Officer Alof Engwenian has reported the science team has made several additional discoveries studying this unique planet. The newfound knowledge greatly expands our understanding of the universe. Interesting. Research option gained. Private benefactors. I'm curious as to how that's going to work. Now, how long would it take you to do this now? You've leveled up, haven't you? If I'm reading that right, it will now only take you 120 days, so let's do it.
Construction complete.
You're at 150, I'm at 77.
System survey complete.
You're claiming more of my systems, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'll let you claim them because it doesn't really affect me if you just claim them. And eventually I'll be able to invade you, and since you only have a single planet, this war will be over fairly easily. The main issue is I just need to survive long enough to get there, bombard your homeworlds, and occupy it. Well, that, and I also need to claim your stuff as well, but I mean, I only need to claim like 3 systems to be able to take that over, and then I can build my own outposts for the rest of your empire that will have collapsed as a result of losing your only planet. I mean, so technically we can win the war against these guys. The main issue is just circumventing their fleet long enough to be able to snag their only planet. But as long as I can do that, I win. Pulsating star, sure, let's check that out. Oh, that's down there. Oh, did you finish your thing? You did, okay, never mind. Your event must have given me that new special project. We're technically losing some energy credits right now, but once we finish this tech, we won't be losing any.
Us new wisdom.
And yes, let's get the energy grid. Granted, I can't build that at Zempek until they have 35 pops, but you know, that's only 3 away. We'll get there. Also, I kind of need you to... Wonderful, now we only have 3% habitability penalty. Kind of need you to go and build me my main pops. Here, if you don't mind. Kind of need the slave drivers. Old debris, or, well, some debris from, I guess, a broken down. Yes. One man's trash is another man's treasure, as they always say. Lo and behold, I have a construction ship right next door. Granted, they also have like 10 years to get there, so it's not a particularly big rush. Did I send you? Yeah, I'm gonna send you to Zempek. I need to get Zempek closer to that 35 as soon as possible. So you go back there. You're gonna be unemployed for a little bit.
System survey complete.
No big deal. You go check that out, and we also know where the caravanners are based out of.
The spirits have granted us
There we
new
go, that gets us a
wisdom.
little bit extra. So private benefactors is, ooh, I like that. Plus 20% archaeology excavation speed, but we're not going to research that right now because it's not that important. We are, however, going to take the plus 5% admin capacity because we're almost double over our admin capacity, and that's kind of hampering our advancement. And there's my timer, but I'll let the part go a little long. Not too much longer. I'll let us finish searching the abandoned caravaner ship. Please give me some really nice goodies, game. Because I could use some nice goodies. If they give me a tech, I would love that. But I don't know what you can get off the top of my head. Never really paid that much attention to what the caravanners potentially drop. And you go and take rice size now. So what are you gonna give us, game? You still only have a single system, or a single planet. Alien procurement? Nope. I absolutely hate that event chain, so I don't do it anymore at this point. I do the survey one, because that's fine. That's not that big of a deal. But I can't stand doing the subjects one.
Special project complete.
So we got a weather control system, but not the actual tech. It just gave us the, yeah, just the ability to research it. So we got a tech, technically. I was kind of hoping the game would be nice enough to give us like an actual already completed tech rather than just a gives you the option permanently, so you don't need to keep rolling the dice to try and get it. But oh well. This is what the game decided to give us. It's what we're going to have to live with. It's not what I was looking forward to, but it'll just have to do for the time being. Also, I'm going to build... Well, no, I actually technically need more food, so I guess I'll build an agricultural district in... Or on Zempek, rather. Not in, but on. So I go there and take that one alloy and then get the bonus. Where do I have a single alloy being produced? I'm sure I have somewhere with only a single alloy being produced. Apparently I don't. I don't know what my bonuses are for mining off the top of my head. Well, I guess I can just sort of look at this. So that's 3. It's giving me 3 right now. It's almost at 4. So we've got a couple of percentage points, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head, and the game doesn't show it to me here. Ah, here we go. Modifiers. Nope, never mind. That shows me just those. And I don't care to look at all my finished research text to try and figure out what we have already. Oh well, we have something. I don't know what it is, but we have something. You know what? That's 14 energy credits as well, so that would allow us to be able to go ahead and just buy more alloys. Speaking of buying more alloys, let's buy more alloys real quick. And I'm going to queue you up to get an extra Corvette. Counting this one as already having been completed, even though it hasn't, you have 4 more after it. So the first fleet is almost done. Our primary rival is sitting at 150 fleet power for the diplomatic weight. We are currently sitting at 80, so they're a little less than twice ours. Again, I wholeheartedly believe that it is very much possible for us to beat the Kirantis citizen state. The main thing is just I need to sneak around their fleet and get to Tansu Bullarut, or yeah, Bulhorut, quickly and occupy their homeworld of Kirant. As soon as I occupy that, I can end the war. Even if it's just a status quo ending, either way, they only have a single planet. A status quo ending of me claiming all claimed systems will immediately win me the war. In fact, I could choose to just claim that system. Out of curiosity, how much does it cost us? I can't tell, damn it. Cancel your job. It costs us 52 influence to claim a system with a constructor. It is currently going to cost me 60 influence to claim an empty system. I'm probably going to off-screen an attempt just to see if it is indeed possible, but it should be possible. It should be. But yes, I think I'm going to off-screen an attempt at claiming Tansu Bulhart, fighting them, hopefully taking it. And if it works, next part we will probably be declaring war on the Kirant Citizen Union. Just to see if just so that we can get them out of the way, and we don't need to worry about them. And then we'll slowly rebuild the outposts that we're going to lose, because it's technically cheaper for us to build our own outposts than it is to claim their systems. So the only system I care about they're claiming from them is their capital. Everything else, forget about it. It doesn't matter. But that is going to be it for this part. I will see you all next time. Quick reminder, I do have a Patreon. Link that down in the description below if you wish to join it. It gives you early access to all of my videos for as little as $1 a month. There are multiple tiers. If you wish to go up to the $5 a month tier, or even put in your own custom amount, you can do so. It's greatly appreciated. But again, even for just as little as $1 a month, it helps the channel out. The higher tiers do give you the benefit of being able to go and get your name in game. So if you wanted to have an admiral in our Imperial Navy, well, I guess it would be the Imperial Navy. I haven't quite really thought about it, to be completely honest with you, but either way, you could do that. If you wanted to be just a governor or a scientist instead, you could do that. If you preferred to be a general, we can do that as well. That's fine. I can easily rename any of our existing people, or recruit a new person and name them after you. I'll probably do that route actually instead. It's easier, just for continuity's sake, even though continuity doesn't really matter here, but whatever. But yes, so like I said, that'll be it. I also have a Discord, link that down in the description as well if you wish to go ahead and join it. It's not particularly active, but it is the best place to go if you want to be kept up to date on channel happenings, because I always post there regarding channel issues. I don't necessarily always post about channel issues on YouTube. I think I also have some affiliate links down below as well to pick up Stellaris. I think one is just for Stellaris itself, and then I think the other is for picking up just this DLC. And if you do that, it helps the channel out. I get a small commission. Depending on what link you buy it from, depends on what the commission is, but either way, I get a small commission if you use any of the affiliate links to buy this game, or the DLC if you already own the game itself. But until then, but until next time, goodbye and farewell.